In this video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 healthy foods that we as eye care professionals recommend to keep your eyes healthy and to keep the body healthy and going as well too. So there's a lot of foods and a lot of different things you can eat that are actually really good for your eyes and really good for your body. So let's break them down. The first one we're going to talk about is carrots. So you've probably heard this throughout most of your life, that carrots are good for your eyes. They're packed full of beta carotene. They're packed full of vitamin A. They're packed full of all types of colorful vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that are actually helpful for keeping your eyes healthy long term. And what it does is it actually helps the cornea regenerate. It helps the retina process a lot of light that's coming in, and it helps regenerate pigment in the retina. Without a sufficient source of vitamin A and or beta carotene, among other things found in carrots, it can lead to conditions like corneal scarring, dry eye, nighttime vision difficulties, and even blindness for that matter. So it's extremely important that you make sure that you have that bright orangey substance in your diet, and specifically in this case, carrots. There are other things in that spectrum, but carrots are the big one that we usually recommend to a lot of patients to make sure that they get a sufficient amount of vitamin A in their diet, as well as beta carotene. Food number 2 includes kale. It's the dark leafy green category of things. This could be kale, this could be spinach, this could be broccoli. They're all rich in lutein, zeaxanthin, and antioxidants that are extremely important for the macula, the central portion of your vision responsible for what you use when you drive, when you're looking far away, or watching a movie, or reading books up close, looking at your phone, on the computer, anything in that category. Because you need a lot of lutein and zeaxanthin to keep the macula healthy and going, and to keep macular degeneration at bay, which is a big problem we see a lot of times with patients. That sometimes, yes, it does happen regardless of how healthy the patient is, and if the eyes simply just get older. As you see this pop up in the 70s, 80s, or 90s, but I've seen it happen in younger patients as well too. The antioxidants typically act as a filter and prevent a lot of harmful blue light from damaging the retina to keep the retina healthy and going, as well as the macula. And when we talk about these foods, these are in no order of priority. They're simply just pieces of information to help impart to you and that you can share with your family and friends, colleagues, coworkers, anybody like that. The third food category we're going to talk about is the category of red peppers. So this could be red peppers, this could be oranges, this could be orange peppers, this could even be strawberries, broccoli, kiwi, anything like that. Fruits, vegetables, all of that contain a lot of vitamin C. The importance of vitamin C is to slow down the progressional development of cataracts as well as other eye health conditions. Because if you actually took the crystalline lens out, the portion of your eye in which cataracts develop, and if you actually dissected it, analyzed it, and determined what its composition is, it's actually loaded with a lot of vitamin C. Vitamin C is extremely important to the eye's health, as well as slowing down the progression of cataract development, in addition to wearing sunglasses if you're going to be spending lots of time outside, near bodies of water, near the lake, working in the yard, driving, anything like that, making sure that you have the sunglasses and the proper amount of vitamins, minerals, and nutrients in your diet, and in this case, vitamin C. The fourth category of food we're going to talk about is in the spectrum of salmon, or fish that contain a lot of omega-3 oils. You've probably heard a lot about this in the news. Omega-3 oils are excellent at reducing inflammation as well as keeping the eyes healthy and going and processing vision to send on to the brain for further visual processing. And omega-3 oils can actually help prevent dry eyes if you get a sufficient amount of it in your diet. So a lot of you watching this may struggle with dry eye, but are you getting a sufficient amount of oil in your diet, or omega-3 oil in your diet? Because what happens is you have these glands in your eyelids called meibomian glands. And every time that you blink, it should be squeezing out a lot of oil onto the front surface of the eyes called meibum, which actually is derived from not only internal vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that you consume on a daily basis. It actually comes from a lot of omega-3 stuff that we consume every single day. So make sure you get a good sufficient amount of omega-3 oils. Salmon is just one example. There are lots of other fishes and different meats and things that contain omega-3 oil as well too, and lots of vegetables that contain omega-3s as well. But flounder, halibut, and tuna are also really good sources of omega-3s as well too. And the last category we're going to be talking about is kind of an unusual one. So I'm going to give you some broad different food types that you can consider with this category. But you ever tried oysters? Oysters are loaded with zinc, which has been studied and indicated to slow down the progression of macular degeneration. So you need to make sure you get a good amount of zinc in your diet every single day. Zinc is also found in turkey, whole grains, eggs, and peanuts for that matter. So those are some other foods you can consider if you're not much of an oyster person, but to make sure you get plenty of zinc in your diet, which has been linked to the AREDS2 study, which contains lutein and zeaxanthin and all the other stuff that goes with this. But this is an extremely important health diet that you need to really consider to make sure you're getting all your leafy greens, fruits, nuts, vegetables, healthy meats, everything like that, to make sure you have the retina getting everything that it needs, the eyeball everything it needs, and the cornea everything it needs to prevent cataracts, to prevent macular degeneration, to prevent blindness, to prevent vision loss, to prevent a whole bunch of things that can actually complicate your vision and make a very significant mess of the visual line of sight processing and sent to the brain. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell for notifications and to learn more about your eyes. I'm Dr. Bryce Heffington. We'll see you next time.